Right, good morning everyone. Yes, welcome back to Dan Scott Traders Hub. Good morning Julius, I see you already around. Alright, let's get into it and then we get into the analysis. Father, we say thank you for today, thank you for the beautiful morning, thank you that we're back here yet on another session, Lord, to analyze and look into the charts. Yes, thank you for yesterday's profits, for the money that we made, and of course thank you that we are even going to make much more today than ever before, Lord. We are grateful, we are saying thank you in advance, and we are saying also thank you for the perfect entry and exit levels that you're giving unto us, Lord. Thank you for the knowledge and wisdom into the charts, Lord. We give you praise, we give you all the honor. In Jesus' name of prayer. Amen. Alright, so without any further ado, let's start. As usual, you know the drill. We start with Crash 500. Alright, so Crash 500, that's where we start from, then we continue. So let's get into this, Alright, please don't forget to like and subscribe, of course, if you've never subscribed before. Alright, so yesterday's Crash 500, this is where we were yesterday, H1. We had this, so I was looking for this kind of a move. By the way, I lost my analysis yesterday, so the whole of yesterday's analysis, I lost it during the day. I had to reanalyze again some assets that I was focusing on. So some of them, if you watched yesterday's episode, you may see that it's not where we stopped at because of what happened yesterday. I lost the analysis I had made already, but we will still analyze according to today. So this was yesterday's analysis on Crash 500. Of course, that was a change of character, so we were looking at this consolidation pullback, and we knew that it is going to likely give us that kind of a fake breakout up there to later give us the sell. Those who remember inside here, we were looking for buys to push us up there. Those who remember yesterday, we were looking for buys, and then of course I had a sell there. Those who are on VIP, you know that we made this money, the sell down below to hit our target. This was our target. So congrats to those that made money and those that followed this analysis yesterday, those who were around on the live stream. Yeah, that was our TP level, and of course you can see it hit it and even continue to come to this other level. This was the order block according to H1. Price has gone all the way back to that. So let's now talk about today. Congrats guys, those who made money on Crash 500 yesterday. It served us very well, perfectly yesterday. Alright, so according to H for now, you clearly see that now this is some sort of a change of character from that very level, that resistance level. It has given us a change of character, but I want you to remember that we are oversold according to CCI and RSI down below. Then the background music, okay, apologies. Let me see. Oh, even my mic is a bit low. Sorry, I think it is the mic with an issue. So let me work on that. I have not seen it. We first work on the mic. Sometimes it releases itself, so apologies to that. It was the mic. I hope now it is clear. Proceed. I hope it is clear where you are. Can you hear me properly? If you do, let me know. The mic was the one which was lowered. It sometimes automatically lowers itself on in my software that I use, so I had to increase it again to the maximum. Not to the maximum, but to the level that is okay. All right, so I'm waiting for that comment saying that the mic is clear now for you guys. Let me know in the comment section. I'm waiting for that comment. All right, better. So let's get back to crash. So right here on crash, we clearly see that remember, according to daily, we wanted price to mitigate this fair value gap and then we start buys again. But when it was coming to this level, it was coming from that resistance. So apparently, if we look at H4, price has come there and given us another change of character. But CCI says we are oversold. That is not, that can be a fake thing right here according to H4 when CCI is showing us that we are oversold. Why? Because if we have a change of character here and price has failed to continue into the buys and it has given us that kind of rejection on that level there, and then it has reversed, but then it is looking at breaking and continuing to sell. And when we look at daily time frame here, we are already looking for continuation of sales. So this can easily be now seen as sales going to continue, nothing else. So what do we do? Let's now look at weekly. What do we want on the weekly time frame? Weekly time frame, we needed continuation of buys, but this week has been a pullback to grab that liquidity. Was it this week? Last week? It was last week. Pull back to grab that liquidity and then come in with buys. So are we going to likely see more buys, probably more sales according to daily, probably to this level, and then we come in with buys later? Or we are actually going to see buys from this level according to H4? It's gonna be a tricky one, and yeah, I don't think we can do anything else here but to wait. Now I'm gonna be transparent with you here. I won't do anything right here where we are. I cannot enter sales according to H4. I can only enter sales if price breaks that level and continues to sell. Then I will sell to this very OB down below there. But if we go to lower time frame on H1, clearly you see we're still selling. It's not the case. We need to go to M15. M15 is oversold just like H4. That tells us that any time from now we are going to be seeing a change of character to push us into the buys. Now remember, this buy may be just a pullback to get enough momentum around that fair value gap and then probably continue with sales like that. Or it continues with buys to go all the way up, because we've already seen that according to weekly we wanted just a pullback, then we continue with buys. According to weekly time frame, the general trend is the buys. So having seen all this, now crash 500, I have no business with it till further notice. For now, I leave it. I will wait for something like a reversal signal on M15 that I can work with to probably enter buys, short buys, to get me up there, and then get in and then wait for another entry, probably sales from there or buys to continue. We'll see about that, but for now no business with crash 500. All right, now we head to boom 1000. Boom 1000. Boom 1000 yesterday. I told you it was a crazy day yesterday. We had a low momentum market that never, apart from crash 500 and I think gold and what else, and also J50 probably. Yeah, the rest were having a bad momentum, a very bad move at all. So this was yesterday's move yesterday on boom 1000. This one right here, this is how it moved the whole day, the high and the low. This was the lowest, this was the highest up there. So that's how the day was. It was a bad day for boom 1000, so we couldn't trade it at all. But remember, it is playing on that level because it is an OB right there. It is a daily OB, and price even down below here on CCI gives us a signal right there that it is oversold, meaning we should be looking at buys anytime from now, but they are not yet ready, so we cannot enter them because we are not clear yet to make that entry. But according to M15 this morning, we clearly see what happened when price came down below. It pushed for that kind of a move, and now it has come back again. Now what we can do right here is to take advantage of that move. If price fails to break this OB right here, if it fails to break it, or if it just gives us a fake breakout, then we know we are likely to come in with buys right about here. Why? Because that's what we need. But according to M15, looking at CCI, price is still moving downward, meaning sellers are still in control. And the other signal to show you that sellers are still in control is our 10 MA is a bit off from the candlesticks, meaning price is still selling. So we can only wait for when price gets closer to our 10 MA and even goes above it, then we make our buy entries. But for now, it is still selling. It's likely to push and even give us a fake breakout down below here. If it does that, and then we can probably come in with our buys. But if it continues with sells, then it's likely going to continue to this other level. According to daily time frame, there's that last OB right there, that last OB. Then it can easily continue all the way to that OB. So be sure to know that, remember that, and don't make any mistakes right now. Just hold on and be patient with the market. When you be patient with the market will reward your patience. But if you can't be patient to wait for proper entries, then you will be taken out. We will be taken out. All right, so this is what I'm going to be anticipating. Pull back here, probably on this order block. If I see price getting above my 10 MA, I will immediately make that entry. But that entry, if I make that buy entry, I will not be exceeding that level. That is where I see a resistance level. According to M15, that is a resistance level, meaning my TP will be there. For now, that will be my first TP, and I will move out. Then if it breaks out that same resistance level, then I can make more buy entries. But for now, I will have to wait. So this candle, this H4 candle, is going to close at exactly 11 AM. We are having 11 minutes remaining, so then we can wait for that as we go to another asset. Boom 500. So boom 500, what happened? So I showed you this move is still way into an uptrend, so retracement was not an option yet. Yesterday those were around, and I told you it was a very bit of weird kind of analysis, and it was not that you can work with. So we did not even talk about it a lot yesterday, and clearly you can see it is still moving in the uptrend. It is still moving in the uptrend, and let's see. Let me first make this sell symbol. So that was a first TP. Let's see here. This would be the first TP right about there, and it's what is coming. But then remember, this OB up there is a daily, is a weekly OB. It's a weekly OB right about there. So and according to weekly, it is still very bullish, as you can see on that candle right there. It's still very bullish. We saw this as a break of structure according to weekly time frame. That was a break of structure right there, and it is still moving steadily as a buy move. So if we look at daily, we wanted some pullback, or we wanted to get in with sales according to weekly and daily time frame, but instead buyers were steady with their momentum, and they broke that level and continued. Looking at daily time frame, this would be the analysis right there, that price will be eventually coming above there, will be eventually breaking that level to give us a fake breakout above there. That means buyers are still very strong. It means that we are likely to continue with the move, with this very move all the way up there, So what do we do? This is one of those that really I cannot trade for some good days, unless you see like how it has done this and then continues to buy. That is something I can work with. So unless it does give me something like that to work with, but for now I don't see me trading it at all. Let's see. So apparently, let me see if M5 may give us, M15 may give us something that we can work with. If it does give us something that we can work with, then we get in, because now I have a head there, I have the left shoulder, I have the right shoulder, but the right shoulder has not been fully created. So if it does start to sell, then you know it will sell all the way to this level. You know that it will sell all the way to that level. That will be the level where it will sell back to. So for now, no business. If it continues and breaks the structure right here, then you know that buys are continuing. But if it fails and starts to sell, probably according to M5, and it starts to sell, then that will be a heads and shoulder structure that we can take advantage of and push it all the way down below to this trend line, hopefully, and grab that sell money. But until then, no business. We have to wait for M5 to start selling, and probably even M15 to be below our 10 MA to be very sure of the sells. Alright, I think that's it on Boom 500. Let's now head over to Volatility 25 1S. So Vol 25 1S, what happened yesterday? It came to this level. Those who remember, and those who have been following with us, we wanted price to come and mitigate this level and then start buying. So it did actually mitigate it and started to buy. So yesterday we saw this kind of a move. Yesterday we saw the buy continue, and then the pullback did not actually come all the way back here, but then reacted shortly in between there and then went back. But that's, I can't buy that. I can't just, you know, work with that. So according to what I'm seeing on H1, price is overbought right about there. So that tells me that price is likely to give me a pullback all the way down below. If I go to M15, I have a break of structure right here, and that tells me that buyers are still having the say according to M15. So it's not one of those that I can easily trade. This was actually a perfect entry if we were trading according to M15 yesterday. This was a change of character right there, and price came and tested it. This would have been our perfect entry right here when it tested that level, to look for this kind of a move, to look for that kind of a move. This would have been a perfect move. But this happened this morning. This move happened this morning at what time? Let's see. At 3, at 4, 5, 6, at 6 p.m. This is when this move happened. At 6 a.m. in the morning, that's when this move happened. So apparently I cannot do anything. Now we can anticipate price. We can anticipate price to come there. If it breaks this level, then it would have given us a break of structure to continue buying. But if it at all fails to break that level, then it will pull back, and hopefully the pullback may come all the way back to this support level, or that OB according to H4, all the way back here. That is what I'm anticipating, back here, and then hopefully we can get in with the buys that we already need from there. So for now, no business. I have to wait patiently. I have to wait patiently. Yeah, I have to be patient and wait, and I think we are likely to enter sales today. We are likely to enter some sales today. Let this move happen according to M15, and then we make that sell. We make that sell. It's gonna happen. I have 70% chances that the sell is gonna happen right here. When price reaches this level, we are likely to come in with a sell immediately. So be ready. Just hang in there and be ready, for we are likely to sell V25S. All right, V75, all right, so that is yesterday. So price came back here, and we wanted that so that we can enter buys, but I was not sure, so it first gave us that fake breakout down below, so I could not enter it. And then when it did that, according to M15, it came and gave us that change of character right about there. Now actually that is not one. This is where we saw the change of character right there. Lower low, lower high, then tried to look for a new lower low, failed, then broke that level, came down, and then boom, the buy started. So our entry, our perfect entry would have been above our 10 MA right about here, right about there. But of course the sniper would have been on that OB right there. When it pulled back to that OB, that would have been the sniper entry. So according to what we see, the buys came through according to M15 and H1, and looking at H1, this would have been our change of character right there. This is the change of character on H1, and then price gave us a short pullback and then continued, but it left liquidity, a big liquidity right here on this fair value gap. And I believe it's likely to come for it. That is a change of that is a fair value gap that it left back when it gave us this change of character. So I believe price has to come and grab it in some way or another. It will have to come for it. All right, so of course we have that that change of that break of structure. Up here we see that it has reached that OB, that last OB right there. So that's the reason why we can see that it is overbought right about there. So we know price is going to be selling anytime from now, and this will be also in line with H4, because now H4 will be giving us a pullback to later usher us back into buys, and of course even according to H4 it will be coming to mitigate fully that fair value gap. So we know that sales are coming in according to H1 and of course according to M15. So how are we going to trade this? Wait for a reversal signal, then price comes and grabs this liquidity on H1. Let's put our 50% mark on this very liquidity, on this very fair value gap, 50% right there. When price comes to it, then we'll be ready to come in with our buys later. So for now, no business. So for this price to break this resistance, it has to first come grab this liquidity. But I want to tell you that it can as well come to this level and look for this OB and then continue. It can as well do that, because we are not market makers, we are market followers. So sometimes what we are thinking about and anticipating in the market, it does not happen like that, because we don't have enough money to push for what we want to see in the market. And remembering that these assets that are generated, the movements and prices are generated by an algorithm, you realize that there's nothing you can do but follow what you see, follow the trend, follow price action, nothing else. So for now, we anticipate such a move to give us this kind of a sell. But if it comes to this level, don't be surprised. If it comes to this level and goes back into buys, don't be surprised, because that is a confluence area right about there that can be very important for another pullback to continue with buys. So be ready if anything happens around this area. But that is how I can conclude on V75. All right, J50. Apologies for that background sound. I'm on the window and a car is trying to move out of the gate, so apologies. J50. All right, so this J50, we've been looking for sales for quite some time above there, and so yesterday this happened. So when I saw this kind of structure, I immediately wanted to sell. So I remember, I think I sold here. So the first attempt, it took me out, and then I later sold again when it gave me that fake breakout, because according to H4, that was not a break of structure. When I saw that that was not a break of structure, I immediately entered sales on that level, and I made that money, moved out to recover what I had lost yesterday. It's only that today I'm on this other account. I cannot show you history because I started this analysis when I had logged into another account, so apologies to that. But right now, clearly you see that sale happened. I was looking for that sale, and now it is still failing to break this resistance right here. It's a support trend line, and clearly down below you can see even that is also the OB, where that OB is. it's acting as a strong support level currently. So are we going, we had anticipated yesterday that we may get to see a fake breakout like this, and then we come in with buys, but we did not see the fake breakout. Rather, buys continued and then later sold, late in the evening sold, and now clearly we can see that sellers are trying to push to break this very level and continue. Now I want us to look at daily time frame. First, delete this trend line. So according to daily time frame, you guys see clearly that that was a week. It has not given us yet a break of structure even on the daily time frame. So that is rejection coming in from sellers on those 3 candles there. As you can see, it is enough rejection to tell us that sellers are coming in strong to push for a downtrend. And now excuse me, and now clearly on H4, price has broken out. A new H4 has started, and it has started below this trend line. It has started below that trend line. So why would I even wait? I don't think I have to wait right here. I don't think I have to wait. I cannot wait here but to enter sales right there. I'm not going to wait. That candle, that previous candle has closed without a wick. That H4 candle has closed without a wick. Let me show it to you. That shows you that sellers are very strong. Sales are strong because that candle has closed without a wick. So it's a matter of entering your sales right here, right there. You can enter as well. And by the way, I want to remind you guys that the competition of Deriv started today. Those who remember, I shared the link with you. So competitions started today, even though it is small money. Yeah, you can get in and practice on trading our big money when you are competing. You know, it is also a good experience. So you can, of course, if you haven't joined, you can join and be part of the competition. I shared the link some days back. You can look into the groups and you'll be able to see the link of where I shared that link to the competition. But of course, if you can't, then you go to the WhatsApp channel and you'll be able to find the link there, because I also shared it on our WhatsApp channel. All right, so the sale, I cannot just hold on like that. I mean, I cannot leave it like that. I had to enter that sale because I see that there's nothing but sales to begin right here. So of course, my first TP will be just on this OB. This will be the first TP, I believe. So right about there, this will be like my first TP right there. Let me go to H1 sales. Of course, M15, they are not ready, but according to this is according to CCI. So I'm not going to trade according to CCI right here. I'm going to trade according to H4, what I see. So according to H4, I've made my entry. Of course, your stop loss should be around there. That should be your stop loss, above that previous candle, that previous high there on that H4 candle. So if you can get one full H4 candle, that will be enough profit. Your TP, put it around there or on this very confluence area for you to grab that TP. All right, so that's it on this asset. We've entered ourselves according to H4. Please remember, this entry is according to H4. We need it to give us a change of character right here. If price breaks that previous higher low, which is this one here, then we'll be having ourselves a change of character to actually continue with sales. So for now, that's what we are looking at. So here, this is the anticipation, price to come here and then give a pullback, there, and then continue with sales, and then continue with sales like that. That's what I can now anticipate. So all the buy movements that we were anticipating, we can now see that the rejection is strong. But of course here we wanted sales. If you can remember this move, that's where we wanted to start selling, and that's where the sale started from, those who have been following this analysis closely. Even on the weekly day, clearly you can see we are overbought, which adds to the anticipation of the sales that we need. All right, so enough of that. Let's wait for our sales to work out. J25 excuse me, J25. So jump 25, I want to first clear all this before I can talk about yesterday. Delete all that. All right, so let's go to yesterday. So this was yesterday anticipation was pullback here probably and give us an entry, but it did not give us that pullback. It actually broke out immediately and started to go back into buys, so which was a bit short-lived, and then later early morning today it started to sell. You know, we wanted this buy to reach there, but it did not reach it. It actually reached this one here, right here, reached that level right there, and then started to sell. So now we can delete that also. Even this, the sell started right about there, so delete all this right here, and now we can see the sell came all the way back to this OB. Now this is where our perfect entry should be starting from, the buy perfect entry. Even though we see that according to H, the daily time frame, we need sales. That was our change of character according to daily time frame, pull back there and decide to sell. And currently you can see price is far away from our 10 MA, but according to H4 it is a bit weird. Price has reacted to that OB. If you go to H1 you'll be seeing it, and you'll be seeing that we are oversold. Even on H4 we are oversold, meaning H4 and H1 they are not yet ready to start selling. So what are we going to do? We have to wait for these H4, we have to wait for H4 to start selling, and I see something significant right about there. This very resistance level could be our ideal move to give us the the sell entries. So a move from here to there according to H4, and then we come in with our sales could be an ideal, or to this level. Clearly this is a fair value gap that was left all the way back there, so it can as well grab that fair value gap and then push for the sales. So those two levels are very ideal for us to make this sell move that we need according to H4. So what am I going to do? Price is still far away from my 10 MA on H4, but it is a bit closer. It's getting closer on H1, so we can wait for buys on H1 and M15. M15 price is above my 10 MA already, but not yet ready on M30 and H1. All I need is to wait for that perfect entry. All I need is to wait for that perfect entry. Looking at M15, price is failing to break that, so that means it's gonna keep on consolidating around this level until it gets above our 10 MA on H1, and then we get ready to make the buy entry that we need. Until it's likely to do something like that, and then it breaks out according to H1. So we wait for that kind of a move. Excuse me. We wait for that kind of a move. All right, so that's it on J25. That's it on J25. J10, then we finish J10, we go to gold. So if you're a fan of gold, you need to share the link and give it to those that trade gold to come around. So J10 yesterday, it is also one of those analyses that I lost, but nevertheless, let's talk about today, because yesterday you can see how it was playing around, but now I see something that we can work with right about there. Right about there, I see something that we can work with. Perfect. This is a flag. That's a flag, and we all know, those who have undergone into chart patterns, we all know what flags mean. Flags mean that we are continuing with the previous trend, and this is a previous trend. That is a previous trend, which will be a sell. It's going to be a sell. It's going to be a sell according to H4. According to daily, of course, we already need sells. Why? Because we are in a downtrend, having seen this as a change of character right about there. So go to H4, go to H1, and H1 is still looking for buys. So it means we are still buying within this flag. So if we go to M15, clearly you'll see what we are talking about, that the buy is still on, even though it's gonna come again down below on M15. It's gonna come down a bit below to this OB once again, and then it gives us the entry that we need to actually make this buy move to take us all the way to that other trend line. So that's what I'm gonna wait for. Let's look at M15, M5. M5 says, yeah, M5, it's gonna come. M5, it's gonna first mitigate this fair value gap or come to that OB and then push for this down move to this OB on M15. So that's what we are going to be waiting for. I'm not going to enter any sales to get down below here on M5, but I'm going to wait for M15 move to reach here and then enter buys to go all the way up there. All right, so that's very clear enough for us, because we are going to buy this asset today. It's going to be a good entry. It's going to be one of those that I'm going to focus on, and it's one of those that I cannot afford to miss out. So as we wait, please know this is a trade that you cannot afford to miss out. All right, that's enough on J10. Let's go to gold, and we call it a day. Remember to subscribe, please. Remember to like, share, and subscribe. Of course, don't forget to comment if you have any challenges in the markets. If you have any anticipation that you want to share, of course, you can always come around to my inbox, and I'll be able to respond to it, or put it in the comment section. I'll be able to see it and react to it, and respond to it. All right, so gold. Excuse me. So gold, the pullback that we've been waiting for seems to be happening. That is a fair value gap right there that we need price to mitigate. It's a daily fair value gap, and according to yesterday, actually it did not. Let's see, yesterday actually it moved perfectly with buys. The pullback that we wanted never happened that much, so I couldn't enter it, but you can see it moved steadily to reach that level, and now You can see it has sort of given us a higher low right here according to H1, and it's going to continue with buys to reach that fair value gap. Remember, this fair value gap is according to daily time frame, and we can have our 50% to be mitigated so that we can know when we are likely to start selling this asset. So that is our 50% mark right there on this fair value gap. This is a change of character level, so we can delete that and maintain these two, and that's where we want price to come back to, so that we can make the sales. We want price to get there, mitigate that, and we come in with our sales from there. Is it going to happen today? We don't know. We are not market makers or market movers. We are just retail traders. We can only just wait. So for now, no business. I cannot trade gold at all. I have to wait for that, and then I get ready for the sales, because when price mitigates that fair value gap, it may give you a fake breakout up here to grab the stop losses of the early sellers on that fair value gap. But then after that, it will sell perfectly all the way down below to grab that weekly liquidity that was left on that very fair value gap. So that's it for today. Hope you guys had a great time. Please remember to subscribe, remember to share. Let's now look at the recap, and we call it a day. Let's go to the recap, and we call it a day. So we started with crash 500. We started with crash 500. All we need is price to fail to break this, and then we can come in with this pullback buy according to H4, H1 and M15. So we are likely to make this buy move. We are likely to do that. So we have to wait for M5 to be ready to buy. So when M5 is ready to give us the buy move, then we can enter it and start it. So for now, we wait. Boom 1000. Okay, the buy has started from there, and clearly that's what we were waiting for. But now we can wait for when price is above our 10 MA. So now it tells me it's gonna come back again down below. It's gonna come back again, and then it gets ready for us to enter buys. According to M5, it's going to sell again now, and then later we enter buys on according to M15. A boom 500, it has now given us that fake breakout above there, but are we ready to make the sell? Not yet. I think we are almost getting ready to start selling it, but we cannot enter the sell yet because it is too far away from our 10 MA, so we have to be careful with that. Volatility 25S, that buy move is happening like I told you, so we can, if you're a scalper, of course you can enter it and reach there, but it's better to wait for the sell when it reaches there. So you rather wait, because I'm gonna wait. This is likely to be our focus also today. The sell that pushes us back here, it's likely to be our focus today. All right, the pullback on V75 is happening. If it fails to break that level, then we come in with our sells, and this is one of the trades that we cannot afford to miss. If it happens according to our plan, then we cannot afford to miss it. Yeah, in fact, we may get a sniper entry for this kind of a move. We may as well get a sniper entry, so just wait a little longer. Of course, we are in profits here. I told you we entered according to H4. This is jump 50. We entered according to H4. We are in profits, and it's gonna sell steadily. So congrats to anyone that made that entry on jump 50. The profits are there, so congrats if you made those entries. Now it's about you to hold it according to H4, depending on your account. If you can't hold, then you take what it gives you as your daily target and move out. Yeah. Then jump 25, we're anticipating consolidation around this area, and then later buys to come in. So if you can wait for this, or wait for when it breaks that level and then make the buy entries. Jump 10 is one of those that I have to wait for some time, but it will be worth it. It will be worth waiting for. So if it pulls back to this OB, know that we cannot afford to miss this entry. If it does pull back to this OB, it's gonna be a perfect entry. I cannot put a limit order here, but I can keep on the charts waiting for that very move. All right, lastly is gold. Gold is a no-go for me. I will not trade it till it has started to sell, or yeah, till it has started to sell. Actually, I don't want to say all, because I have to be patient. Yeah, so I will wait for when it starts to sell, so that I can come in with my sell entries. All right, so that's it for today. Hope you guys had a great time. We will be back here tomorrow, same time, 10:30 to 11:30. Yeah, and of course, as always, the VIP Signal platform is still available, and of course, now that we've already have a 1 week already into it, we can anyone who wants to join the VIP can only pay, I think, instead of 15, you have to pay probably what, 15, I mean 10, we'll see about that, but that is only for those who want to join. And of course, it is available. The VIP Signals platform is still available. And of course, the other thing is the classes are still on, but we've already started the last class. If you want to join in, then you can join in still. You know that drill. I've given the offer, so if you want the offer still, you can come and talk to me in my inbox, but the class is already on. So I want to wish you guys a good day, and to remind you that this is our last year's class, the trading class, teaching how to trade, the strategies I use, everything that I know in the markets. I tell them to you in one single month. So for the things that I've learned over years, I explain them to you guys in 1 month. Those are 4 days per week, 2 hours per session. Yeah, you know the drill. Those who have attended one of the classes, you know that we always do 2 hours per session, 4 days per week. Yeah, for the whole month. All right, that's it, guys. The number is on your screen if you want to call me. Then wish you guys a good day. Have a wonderful day. Happy trading. Bye-bye.